going on, YouTube? Back with another video. I guess this video is about trucker burnout. I know I done talked about this before, but it's seeming like it's more apparent now than ever. You know, a lot of truck drivers are getting burnt out from being on the road. Seem like they're being burnt out from being local. It's like, what's the reason? You know, is it the money that's burning people out? Because like I said in previous videos, my uncle told me, he said, man, you got to find something that you're passionate about, because you're gonna get burnt out with truck driving. And you know, like he always think that I don't listen to him, but I'm constantly listening. That's all I do is listen. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know how to make my move, or not to do the same mistake as somebody else, because I listen. You know? But that's not what this video is about. The video about it is just like he was right, you know what I'm saying? That trucker burnout, before I even heard about being burnt out with trucking, he had told me about it. And it's getting more and more evident now than ever, you know? Cause like I don't know if it's my last video or my next video that like I said, my brother had called me about a guy that has been doing truck driving a little bit longer than me, 10 years or whatever, with his family, and he's now working as, I guess, a train loader, or I don't know exactly what the job title is, but they load in the chemical plants, whatever. And I guess they semi cool, whatever, or they just basically just co-workers. You know what I'm saying? They personality wouldn't really mix outside of work. So it's probably just like a little conversation, because my brother a cool person, real cool. He crazy and everything, but he real cool. But based off the personality that I knew from school, I feel like their personality wouldn't match up, you know, outside of a workplace, whatever. But trucker burnout is a real thing. Truck drivers being burnt out from being on the road, being underappreciated, having cameras watching them, inflation outpacing their pay not going up. Truck drivers trying to find ownership, but they can't find ownership. Russian lease drivers or whatever, they putting a way to get your own truck, but find every way to make you keep running, and it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's truck drivers trying to find everything they can to try to break out of a cycle, and they just can't do it. Watching social media burning them out. They're seeing everybody with these fancy trucks and fancy trailers and making big nice houses, and they letting social media dictate their reality. You know, a lot of these people that's on social media, they use the social media money. This was what people not realizing. A lot of people using these social media money to get all these nice things. You know, yeah, they might have direct customers here and there. You know, because a lot of people that has all these fancy trucks that's not on social media, they the ones that's making real money. The people that you see on social media, truck drivers you see on social media, I feel like they not really making they making money off YouTube, but they're not making money through truck driving. You know, that's why they like they business type people, and they trying to close the gap. You know, they trying to create another source of income to pay for this, that, or the third. I know it don't make sense. Or it might be trying to pay for parts. It might be trying to pay for insurance. It's something they trying to use this for something. You know, it might be a couple people that's really making real big money with YouTube and truck driving, but it's not many. I feel, you know, I feel like the people that's really making money is the people that's not on social media whatsoever. Because I'm not making no money. That's why I'm trying to make the social media. You know, when I start making some good money, I won't be on social media. You know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll come and try to tell the other slaves, like, hey, I finally made a way out. This is how you do it. So I might still get on social media just to tell people, like, hey, this is the way to get out. You know, I don't know, but yeah, I'm here on this Labor Day in Laredo. It really goes back to my video about dispatch calling me about being out of route, because if I'd have been one of those Sambo ass people, I would have stayed on route, and I'd have been sitting here. I would have been sitting here from Saturday, Sunday, all the way till Tuesday. But me being me, I still drove home. I still got out of route, went home, did what I needed to do at home, and came here. And they called me Sunday at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever. They said, yeah, man, I'm just letting you know, heads up, gonna be sitting here till Tuesday. All right, that's fine. But if they'd have called me and said that, and I'd have stayed on route, I'd have been very, very, very upset. So I'm most likely getting paid. I'm most likely getting paid for today because I'm not at home. So I should be getting my holiday pay for being, I guess, X amount of miles away from the house. So Tuesday, I don't really like driving through San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas. So I'm gonna still go back the same route home because I'm more comfortable with that route. I have to deal with less. It's like it makes way more sense than driving through those three cities with construction, traffic. Like, I got to go through traffic 3 times when I can go through traffic 1 time through Houston, and then, you know what I'm saying, then be gone. So I'm gonna keep taking my same route. It works better for me, but it is what it is. If you made it this far, which you doubt you have, please consider like, comment, subscribing. Are you burnt out? Not just with truck driving. Are you just burnt out with everything that's going on? Comment down below.